kids shouldn't be exposed to it.
Well, all of this spawning leads to one thing: unworkable economic systems. TV shows with 3 boys and 3 girls sharing a bathroom. It's obscene. In my house, where rich people live, we have 6 bathrooms per person, and only the men shower together. It's how we were raised. You know what happens when you have collective ownership? A man will come use your tractor and your wife. And I'm not just talking about baking biscuits, sweetheart. I'm talking about making sure that butt in your oven is yours. About owning the oven. About owning the whole bakery.
Listen, I know it's mine. I haven't even left the hospital bed from delivering a baby, and my husband is already on top of me, wanting a new one. He's a red-blooded American man with a full working penis. He says he's only attracted to me when I've got that motherly glow.
I think you're all getting a little too personal.
Excuse me?
I'm just giving my opinion. I think you're getting a little too personal for this. Gestation's a lie. Science. You should hear what they're teaching young minds in science class in college. Homo superior? Yeah, right.
Listen, education should be privatized, and I don't care whose land we took. This is today, and it's simply not fair that I can't run bingo and sell tax-free cigarettes and clear slums, all because of some hideous, puritanical streak in people. Religion has everything to answer for this.
Technology's my religion. For me, an electronic calculator is like the Bible. People used to try to understand the universe through things like parables and abstract ideas. Now we understand it completely with numbers. I can type things and turn the calculator upside down and spell words.
Now this is something I'd like to see.
Sure, and I know for a fact that life is completely pointless and meaningless. If I have an imaginary friend, I'd be put in a home. But if you let a man wear a dress and let his body, they call you a saint. Life is random. Religion is for the weak. I could be killed tomorrow.
Thank
This
God.
woman right here could sit on me with her stomach and kill me.
I have a painful hemorrhoid.
Whenever I think about killing people, or when I write a computer program and hit delete, I know it is the end for those lines of code. And quite frankly, that makes me feel good.
You're a sad and lonely man. You have some very strange ideas. You should probably go into politics. Bryony, can technology really save the day? Is religion pointless?
It's patriarchy, this kind of talk. Calculators are a way of keeping women down, just like slide rules were in the 60s, of ruining families. Have you got a family, Maurice?
In my opinion, we are all one family, really, especially in Utah.
And you have a lot in the car.
If you did,
10 of them.
you know what, mister? If you did, you'd understand. This city has lost its soul. It used to stand for something. Now it's just about real estate speculation and cocaine dealing and tax avoidance and gunfights.
All vital parts of the economy. What exactly did this place ever stand for?
For freedom, my friend. For freedom. In a much controlled way, in which everyone is alike and looks alike and is just like me and can stand on their front lawn with a 12-gauge shotgun. That is democracy.
Stop talking!
So it would seem. Anyway, let's take a quick break to discuss this station's funding problems with Jonathan Freeloader. Over to you, Jonathan.
It's me.
Oh, hey, Michelle.
Hello, so you haven't got a family, you little turd?
No, what are you doing?
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm pregnant, you asshole!
Michelle, please.
Either marry me or pay for me to have it sorted out. Don't ignore me. I'm not some cheap slut you can treat like this.
We are on radio, my dear. This is hardly the time to...
Hardly the time? What do you know about the time?
Michelle?
When I found you, you were a failing clown working the birthday party circuit for juvenile delinquents in corrections institutions, getting your clown hair set on fire. I have been in this business since you were making dogs out of balloons. I made you, Maurice Chavez, and you treat me like a lady of the evening?
We're both consenting adults. You said no commitment.
I'm going to get Chavez, you little shit, if it's the last thing I do.
Please, Michelle. Okay, there, you see? Healthy debate. Give generously. It's a great cause. I make a meager salary at...
You revolt me.
Oh, stick it! You self-righteous bitch! Maurice Chavez is done with you. I am going to have an agent. And maybe someday a car with detox.
This is a perfect example of why the government shouldn't be funding the media. It gives people ideas above their station. This histrionic sow should be working in the fields, not giving people ideas they don't need.
Such as?
Such as holidays and sick pay. If something is good for the economy, it's good for the country. Period. Otherwise, you must be Russian. Americans need more patriots. Patriots carry guns and shoot British people on sight.
The British are obsolete, like Fortran. I mean, the metric system. Puke Britain. They measure things with rocks over there.
I just
Okay,
peed a little in
people.
my pants.
Hey, hold on, what? What? Okay, I'm being told we're running out of time. Yes, you know, I would like to keep going with this panel, but as they say, if the elevator cable snaps, if your life support machine fails, and there's a nuclear missile, her... If she is a frigid mess who only cares about draining the wetlands.
I want to talk about the beauty of motherhood.
Not again!
Many men found pregnant women attractive.
Yes, but in the same way a car crash is sexy. But really, afterwards, all you are left with is a broken wreck and a puddle of antifreeze. And the muffler is like a placenta. But what I do know is I am Maurice Chavez. This has been Pressing Issues, and I think we have shown that liberal debate is well, healthy, and living alive and in America. Martin Graves.
Thank you. My closing statement?
No. Technologist and future serial killer. Forbes Waverly. Hateful capitalist with absolutely no human soul and
That's
completely
me.
sexless. Bryony? Bryony? Are you okay?
Do I look okay, you dumb shit? I'm going into labor. Quick, somebody do something.
Ay, Dios mío, what?
I have a robotic thing for this.
That's beautiful.
I need a
Pressing
cigarette.
Issues, first line break.
American water that broke.
Oh my god.
Something's wet on me.
What's
Just
I
relax.
need a cigarette.
Let
I
it out.
can't handle this. Your hemorrhoid just popped.
Does anybody
Get
have?
out
Do you
of
have
here.
any?
Ew, that's disgusting.
Someone gets
Put
on
her
the
back
house.
in. Just put
Really,
her
that's all we
back
have time
in.
for.
Freeze.
It's making a mess of my studio.
Get her out.
Ay, Dios mío, this is some stressed out mess. I don't even think I can go near one of those things again. It's disgusting.
That was Pressing Issues here on VCPR, hosted by the intelligent and topical Maurice Chavez, whom I've been calling for a week and doesn't seem to ever answer the phone. We've really got to talk, Maurice, and I mean really. I'm not a cheap slut you can just use. This next show is brought to you by Unplanned Parenthood of Starfish Island, Maurice. Don't wait until the last minute to take care of important business. Now it's Bait and Switch with Larry Joe and Bobby Ray.
Woo-wee! Hot shit, you got one, Bobby! Woo-wee! Yeah, well, fishing for me is more than putting food on the table. It's about mud diving, beer chasing, and gator wrestling.
Yeah, domestic violence and a deep-seated hatred of foreigners.
Hell yes, that too. It's time for bait and switch. Woo! Guns! Glory! Guns! Yeah! God damn, that feels good.
Bait and Switch, Vice City's only radio show devoted to water sports, power boats, water skiing, furry flounder fishing, and dialectical materialism. Oh, wrong script. Who wrote this shit? Yeah, that's more like it. And tits. It's Bait and Switch with Larry Joe and Bobby Ray, only on VCPR.
Well, welcome to the show. And we're gonna start the show the way we always do, with a prayer. All right, let's fuck up some wildlife.
Amen to that.
All right, now today's a special episode of Bait and Switch, coming at you pre-recorded from the Vice City Boat and Sports Show. Man, oh man, this place is incredible. Now there's so many boats and guns, you put them together and I'm in gunboat heaven, I tell you what. And later on, we're gonna be talking to some folks who know a lot about guns and boats, including one lucky guy who's turned his passion into a job. State Executioner Jason McKay.
I love that guy's work.
Hell yes, it's a deterrent, you know. Now, we'll also talk to a couple of boys from the Panhandle who've invented a new kind of dynamite fish. But first, our regular feature, you and your boat.
Now, let's talk about the fundamentals of what to have on your boat. This is a bit akin to last week, but then it was about the basics, and this is about the fundamentals. You know, I mean, it's a big difference, but not one I care to explain right now.
That's right, that's one of them things. Either you get it or you don't. It's like herpes.
Absolutely. The most important thing is not to bring the old lady. Leave the women folk at home.
Amen.
They get bored and they ruin everything.
Testify.
Fishing with your best friend is a lot of fun, man. A couple of men on a boat, we're out in nature, we're all alone, we're hungry, we're happy, just like in caveman times. These are the simple pleasures no one understands no more.
That's right. Now, it's important that you choose a body of water not too far from your house. You don't have to drive very far or at all to get home. After a day of fishing, you're gonna be drunk if you've done it right. But since we're volunteer policemen, we don't get in no kind of trouble.
Yeah, Larry. But folks should also make sure it's a real body of water. I once drank a case of lager. I got real morose and down and shit. Got some dynamite. Went manatee hunting like you do. I mean, blew the shit out of them bastards. Only when I sobered up, I saw the police and the ambulance and stuff, that I realized it wasn't a proper waterway, but the local fucking water park. That's what it was. It was the local water park.
What the?
I was fucked up, man. But those bitches was fat. They looked like goddamn manatees.
Yeah.
Not a good day's fishing. I killed 19 people.
19?
And if you screw with me, I'll do the same to you.
Jesus, Bobby. You back in, man?
Fuck no!
We came out of that together, remember, Bobby? You saved my leg.
Not a good day's fishing.
Thank you.
Respond to attend 81.
Moving on with the show.
Yeah. Got a beer, LJ?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no, not a beer. I got a fucking case of beer. Drink up, boy.
Man up! Nice.
Yeah, this gonna be some good fucking show. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. God damn, Bobby, you're a regular wind tunnel in there. Holy
Bourbon,
shit! It
vicious,
smells like a fucking camel.
Man, you crack me up, man. Thanks. Drinks!
Yeah.
That's the good stuff. You know, LJ, I just wanted you to know, man, you mean a lot to me. A real lot.
Fishing these parts, see, it's all about selecting the right way to go after your prey. You really got to think about how to approach the fish. You know, what kinds of pole you're gonna use.
And make sure you use the right bait. I mean, I use a stink. Real nice. It's unresistible, my junk.
Legendary. That's true. They still talking about it in the platoon. Every time we get back together, every single Memorial Day, we always hear about the smell of his drink.
Yeah. Hey, when you're in a foxhole, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I've seen fish just jump straight out the water and bite his nuts.
Remember that time in the foxhole?
And I believe I blacked out that time, and I never did find out why. Except your shirt was a Viet Cong did that to me.
You're a host. Talk.
I'm sorry. Tell you, fish can't resist a good stink bait.
Or a jerk bait. I do that a lot, too. It's really primal, you know? I mean, what am I gonna do? Fishing makes me horny sometimes. You know what I'm talking about, Larry. You know, it's like football, you know, in the changing rooms, after a big win.
Oh, hey, watch out, Bob! There, got the fucker.
I'm telling you, man, fishing and hunting at the same time is good, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because you don't have to pick between the two things you like equally, you know? And people don't judge you unfair for it. You know, like some folks who get all judgmental and shit and start calling it a sin.
Hey, listen, you're fishing inland from Vice City, wading for bass and lily pads filled with gators and snakes and copperheads. That's a snake. All right, well, anyway, it's always a hoot. Now, the way I see it, something's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Man's gotta eat.
That's right, man. You know what I do? I lure him in with my big shiner, my rod tip, dancing on the edge of the water, just waiting for a big, wet bite. You want to see?
No, I do not, Bobby.
Look, when you catch that big one, that's what I'm trying to say. You gotta wrestle them in a boat. It feels so good to pin something to the ground, you know? They're wiggling around and trying to resist. You know, when you're out there, it's easy to conceive of men without women, you know? And like women without men. You know, about three of them, you know? Like, I don't know, Swedish or some shit.
You are out of your fucking mind. Hey, listen, most important of all, make sure you sink every penny you own into a good boat.
Yeah, because then they can't get any of that alimony, you know what I mean? No alimony for
Yeah,
bitches.
yeah.
Because women are trouble. Let me
Amen.
tell you something. That's why when I go to a strip club, I tear the bills in half, and I get two stuffs for $1. Women are teasers, and they only care about money. I'm sick of it.
Kids, you listening up? Hey, you know fishing's competitive, too. I mean, trying to break the sound barrier to get to a fishing hole early in the morning is a great way to spill the cooler full of beer and knock the transom and bottom half of your motor off your boat, you know? I mean, 50 boats going 0 to 70 in 15 seconds all in the same body of water in the dark at 6 a.m. while drinking. Woo! That's having fun out in nature. That is fucking conservation.
And if turtles or liberals or anybody else gets in your way, or your good time, just shoot them. Survival of the fittest, man. That's how I got here. I mean, to think there were a million other sperm I had to compete against, swimming around in my mom's love tunnel. Thank the good Lord. Because I am the highest form of life on the earth, all from that one day. That, and because I got these thumbs. I call them trigger bitches, that's what I call them. You know what? Whatever. Let's take a quick break. You're listening to Bait and Switch, and even though the environmentalists cry every time we say it, this is VCPR, Vice City Public Radio.
And this is Jonathan Freeloader, formerly of Channel 4 News, now here at half the pay because that's what public radio is all about. doing good, feeling very good about yourself. But like I told my divorce attorney, I'm gonna starve that bitch. Bait and Switch is brought to you by Double Ott Lager Beer. When you're trying to ease the pain of life with a TV cowboy for a president, do it fast with Double Ott Lager.
Now back to Bait and Switch.
Okay, you're back on Bait and Switch. Now, me and Bobby here was just talking about these do-gooders trying to save the whale or the giraffe or the manatee or the platypus or the echidna, whatever. Now, when I'm fishing a good spot in the cove or open ocean, that big dumb sea cow just gets in my way.
I saw a manatee at the Vice City Aquarium last week. It let out a feces the size of your head.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I don't want anyone coming in my bathroom watching me do the number two.
Okay.
So, remember, survival is important. We hunt to kill, but nature hunts us to kill too. I was...
What?
No, I meant that. I meant
I
that.
know, I'm just...
You get stuck out in the bush and you had to stay warm. Say, what would you do?
Look, hey, man, a man's got to live off the land, you know?
That's right.
You got to be prepared to wrap yourselves in plastic wrap together and share the warmth, man. You know, hey, two bodies pressed together, and, it's cold,
Yeah.
spoon, you do what you got to do, man.
Or as an alternative to that, you can
Well,
always... You could just bring some gasoline, set something on fire.
Yeah, you know what? That's it. Burning shit is great.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, burn people too. I don't care. That's how we want Nam. Any scrub of forest should do it, really.
So that's it. That's it. Everything you need for a successful trip into the wilderness.
Yep.
Now, we got boats, fishing poles, high-quality ordnance, beer.
Yeah, beer.
We got more beer.
Yeah. And a buddy. Don't forget a buddy out there.
Yeah, and you'll have yourself a good old time.
You know, some Indian tribes have beauty contests where the female contestants have to kill and slaughter a sheep. I mean, to see a woman all covered in blood and sinew, what I'm saying is, they're all rabid bitches anyway.
Yeah, amen to that. Amen to that. Now, that was this week's You and Your Boat. You're listening to Bait and Switch with me, Larry Joe, my co-host, Bobby Wade.
No, wait. We're more than co-hosts, all right? We're buddies. I'd take a bullet for you.
Well,
A big load in the face.
yeah. What?
We're best buddies, is what I'm saying.
Sure.
I mean, we did that thing together.
No,
We're best buddies.
no, we did not
No.
do that thing.
No,
Now, you
we
asked
did
and I
so.
said no, we could not
did
do
so.
that. We did not do...
We became blood brothers, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, after you cut your hand, taking that treble hook out of that seeing eye dog,
Yeah, right.
you accidentally snagged.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about. Of course.
I mean, we have the best times, you, me, the guys, men, having fun together. We're laughing, crying, hugging.
Shut up with that funny shit. Just can it right there,
No,
Bobby
you
Ray.
give me
You
a
hear me?
goddamn break, man. This stuff's important to me.
Listen, I have
all right?
a wife listening